to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Washington out there with Reed. And it's Dillingham in at the 1 spot. On for Dallas. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Christie is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
And that's exactly what he's been doing. He's as motivated as a player can be. And this is the kind of impact that not many guys are capable of having. The energy and effort he's playing with isn't easy to maintain, but if anybody can keep it up, it's MP.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
Well, I spoke to MP before the game. He told me he was very aware of the defensive challenge in front of him, but feels like these are the types of games that bring out the best in him, saying he's focused on turning in a dominant scoring performance. Guys, he sounded confident.
And when he's dominant, watch out. He's going right at him. That's his mentality. Hey, thanks. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
No problems knocking that one down.
Well, in terms of assist numbers, there's been a steady increase for Edwards in his career. Great recognition there.
Now, here is Irving. 23 points his last outing. Thompson outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a rush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Such a talent. Kyrie does certain things offensively that few others will even attempt.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Washington passes to Reed. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Irving for 3. A rebound by Washington. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
And the shot goes in.
And fast breaks are often determined by speed. And Irving right up there with the game's quickest.
Reed with a screen for Washington. To the inside. Stolen by Lively. Down low. Stolen by Washington. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early.
Oh, man!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Reed's got his second bucket of the night.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
Irving passes to Thompson. Outside, Davis. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Minnesota leading by 7. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Washington. McDaniels hits a screen for Washington. McDaniels outside. Back to Washington. 5 to shoot. For 3, Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
What's up?
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Lonzo Ball comes in for Klay Thompson. Hardy, he's checked in for Max Christie. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Kyrie Irving. So it's Minnesota now. 7-point differential. DiVincenzo passes to Clarkson. The 3 ball. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Davis bring the ball up to the Mavericks. Pass to Russell. Back to Davis. And they double up Davis. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Well, this is Clarkson's role. He looks to score in a multitude of ways.
Russell a screen on Brown. Ball with a wide open look. Shells, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 9. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Now Randall, following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Randall passes to Brown. And they double up Brown. Clarkson for 3. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. The Mavericks pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Ball with the 3, and so it's Minnesota with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck.
Let's surprise my neighbors with paw print.
You lost over the guy's head. 1, 2, 3.
What's another thing wrong with the 90s babies? The 90s babies, y'all feel like y'all entitled because your whole history been documented. You feel like you come from a legacy of love.
But plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
Anthony Davis is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Harden. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Timberwolves leading by 12. Randall is screen on Davis. Washington passes to Randall. And Davis sends it back.
If you're near the hoop, you have to know where Davis is, or the growl will make you pay.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now the Mavericks with it. Russell looking it over. Ball is screen on DiVincenzo. Russell passes to Hardy. Three-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Randall. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
Minnesota making a switch. Robinson's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
The 10-footer. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Russell.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Hardy. Davis sets a screen. And it's Hardy with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Dallas. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Clarkson. Robinson sets a screen for Washington. Oh, hammering it in. Look out.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Mavericks trail by 15. Right side, Irving. Off on the layup.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Randall with the bucket.
Well, Randall is a problem inside. He has so many ways he can beat you down there.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 17. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys, the monster in the last game against the Nets put on a show. He added 61 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the 3 by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. And just miss after miss right now. For Minnesota, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Bucket is good. And that's 19 points for the Monster.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Thompson comes in for Lonzo Ball. And it's Max Christie in for Russell. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Dillingham subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
From deep Washington. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Out to Thompson. They need this one. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now here's Thompson after the miss from Washington. Christie with the screen for Irving. Pass to Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But, Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And, Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And, yes, it's good.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
Pass to Washington. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Christie with it. Still without a basket. And Davis throws it down.
And with his length and athleticism, Davis is a constant lob threat.
Minnesota leading by 23. To the paint. Great D that time from Davis.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Julius Randle's checked in for Washington. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Dallas. it's Minnesota rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Dallas Mavericks.
They say live by the three, die by the three. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of this.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about all-star voting.
Well, these are very early returns, but even so, you can see who the fans are excited to see play.
A lot of these guys deserve the votes, but there's some big names missing. Come on, America, do better.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Blue. Okay. Blue.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from the monster.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Reed is out there with Washington. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard. Now Irving. Pass to Davis. Uncovered. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this team wants Davis looking to score and putting pressure on the defense.
Dallas shooting 43% for the game. Christie has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Here are the Mavericks now. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Washington, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving surveying the floor. Takes it off the glass. Irving's got 11 points.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the basket.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Davis kicks to Irving. The 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we talk about the handles of Kyrie so much. Don't forget, he's also an elite shooter.
Washington inside. He's guarded by Davis. It's Washington slamming it down.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Irving up top. 14 points for him. No good from 11 feet.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done. Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Washington, that's good.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Davis inside. Washington's on him. And it's Davis missing. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. With the second effort. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Washington. Washington's got 13 points in the second half. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around. And the Mavericks another 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
Here's Christie. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game, and it's Irving missing. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Stan Nasreed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasreed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings.
And what an avalanche!
Another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in all of NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does.
And now they've chosen the full court man-to-man.
Dallas again missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
In the corner, Dillingham with it. Washington, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Pass to Thompson, fires from deep. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Dallas shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Pass to Davis, fires for 3. A rebound by Washington.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Outside Irving. Inside, here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
McDaniel sets a screen for Washington. Edwards passes to Washington. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. McDaniel's got 8 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this thing.
Good.
Yeah, Kyrie isn't the kind of guy to back off. He rises to the defense's challenge, never intimidated.
Reed with a screen for Washington. Pass to Reed. And the rejection by Lively. Irving from long range. No good there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead. They finish off the third quarter on a 20-7 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Darby. Anthony Davis is out there with ball. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
The Mavericks shooting for the game at 42%. Davis with a screen on DiVincenzo. Russell finds Gafford. Fires it up. And it's Davis missing.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Washington's got an outstanding percentage from long range. Hitting 5 of 7, that's 71%. He gets that one.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Brown with a screen on Davis. It again, wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaughts. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bounce pass, Russell. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Washington passes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Now, here is Russell. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Washington against Davis. And it's Washington missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside, Davis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Clock at 6. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Washington. Going inside. It's Washington slamming it down.
That is not possible. What we just said, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Davis, the pass to Gafford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Ball. Christie comes in for Hardy. And it's Kyrie Irving in for D'Angelo Russell. Driving inside. Washington finds Randall. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for Washington. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a well-placed screen by Randall. Not only helping the ball handler, but also making some room for himself.
Pass to Christie. Davis against Washington. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 20 points.
Wow, Davis put on his hard hat and just going to work inside. What contact?
Here's Washington, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Derek Lively. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And Davis gets it to go.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Randall, a screen on Davis. Washington finds Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick-and-roll partner.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Davis gets a wide-open look. And it's off from three-point range. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Washington passes to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Christie kicks to Irving. And here's Thompson. Back to Irving. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And then Washington with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Davis setting the pick for Irving. A three-pointer, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here's Washington outside. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Monster.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Irving, here's Lively, and finished off by Lively.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. And here is DiVincenzo. Washington with it. Randall with a screen for Washington. Then Washington with the dunk.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
MP, you managed to lead your team to the win tonight despite the focus of a lot of attention from the opposing defense. How do you deal with the extra attention?
Most of it is just trusting my teammates and making sure I move the ball when the double team comes. One-on-one, I feel like I have the advantage against anybody. Nobody can guard me, and I showed that tonight.
You sure did, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. So long and good night, everyone.